The cat is out the bag. Targeted individuals, psychic reading. What's the T? If you want to personalize targeted individuals reading, start from 10 quid. I use these in the Hermetics. Okay. The cat is out the bag. Somebody's let their mask slip. One of your attackers has let their mask slip. Now, bottom of the deck, legal issues, facing court matters, paperwork and delays, dealing with authority. Now, what this feels like, because I've got somebody in my mind right now. Right. I think that they they threaten legal issues on people, and this is why they get away with that. This is why they've gotten away with it so long. Defamation of character. Well, did you know that defamation of character cannot is well, it's not defamation of character if it's based on something that is true. Okay, and it has to be presented as a fact, not an opinion, right? I feel like this person has a bit of a habit of kind of going, oh, be careful, or I'm going to sue you for defamation of character, blah, 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 blah. And people go along with it because people don't actually get on Google and research and see what the term is. You're uninterested, unfazed, doesn't care, didn't flinch. You can't shake me. Right, so I mean, we've got impersonator at the bottom. Wants your life, copies your style, obsessed with being you. What this feels like is that this basically this person's wearing masks and it started to fall. Okay, there's only so many times you can go to the well before the well is dry. Everything that has been said about you is being revealed to be false. You're too busy winning, right? They've tried to create a bad reputation for you. Fake accounts, lurking on socials, hidden identity, can't stop watching you. The thing is, right, if you go out your way to try and take somebody down and it doesn't work, that person then becomes obsessed. It's almost like a backfire, right? So if we take a humiliation ritual, for example, right? If you put a humiliation ritual on somebody, right, and it doesn't work or it backfires or it doesn't work properly, and they do a return, well, maybe they don't even need to do a return sender. Maybe they're chosen, right? If they do a return sender, what do you think is going to happen? Spiritual Karen's coming and knocking, right? Meanwhile, you're hustling, making it rain, focused on the bag. Money is the mission, right? This person's a spiritual hater. Mad you're glowing up, thinks your magic is fake, low vibes only. This person has gone into a spiral. Come down, lady. You're not the cat that came out of the bag. This person's starting to spiral, and the more that they try and spread this hate and lies, the more that they're exposing themselves. You know, it's that phrase, a lie is a lie is a lie. You know, you start with one lie and it starts unraveling at some point. Okay, they weren't expecting to walk into this walking tower card, this karma. This is the kind of person they're marrying for money. Okay. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but I know somebody who's a spiritual medium, and they told somebody that I know that they knew that their partner wasn't their person, but they'd do for the time being, and that would be that kind of marrying for money energy. I mean, how sick is that? How sick is that? You're going to be with somebody until your person comes along. It's wrong. It's gross, and you know what goes around comes around. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't get, you know, fake flexing, acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off, etc. This person is sowing massively in their ego. Okay, it's all about them. They're a fake, they're a fraud, they're a phony. From what they say to the knockoff clothes that they wear, they're just fake. Meanwhile, it's our friend Jackpot. Back again, unexpected windfall, right place, right time, bigger blessings ahead. Love on the brain, lost in fancy, can't stop thinking of them. Love that's never less. So you're hitting a jackpot. You're focused on love. Okay. This right. Okay. I just wanted to go back to that reference about so many times going back to the well, and I was being told that something's drying up for them, be it their work, be it their friendships, be it their love life. That things are starting to go dry up for them, and I've got the words arid and barren coming into my mind. Married for money's back again. Clout hungry, viral or nothing, lives for attention, makes shiz up for drama. And this is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. Right, rejected, ghosted hard, ignored and erased. I feel like that's what they did to you. That's what they tried to do for you. Okay. Meanwhile, always partying, shots every weekend, no time for you, party first, love later. Um, I'm going to spin that slightly, and I'm going to say this is you. I'm not saying that you're going out drinking and partying, but you've got that kind of winning party mentality. You're like these people, you know what I mean? Don't be afraid to speak your truth if you haven't done so already. But now's not the time to do it. Okay. At the moment, you need to remain unfazed. Doesn't care, didn't flinch. You can't shake me. Okay. And it's not even a case of faking that. It's about knowing it. It's about believing it. You know, this person is probably part of a greater network. They ain't got shiz on you, right? Love triangle, third party involved, torn between two or multiple lovers. Oh, followed up by court case. STI, STD, rash, etc. Now, because that's come after the love triangle. I mean, you'll not know, but this person could be catching something. Okay, because they're they're in for their bad karma. No facts, all vibes, no receipts, talking nonsense, messy storyteller. This person's also a follower. They've got quite a boisterous, aggressive, toxic masculine energy. In my case, it's a woman. It's a man. Stuck in their toxic masculine energy. They're creeping. They're creeping on you, right? They've said something, and their mouth's gone quicker than their brain could, and they're revealing themselves as a wolf in sheep clothing. You can't go around, right, preaching sparkles and twinkles and love and light and all this lot, and then coming out with this angry aggressive stuff. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Like I say, I preach duality. I'm in my authenticity. I say it's okay to stand your ground. It's okay to call somebody a dickhead if they're being a dickhead. But that's what I preach. So I am what I preach. I don't make out I'm something and then it ends up that I'm then saying and spouting all this other stuff to people. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, you know. Like I say, you know, you go to the event scene and it's all this crusty, dusty, fusty, old school mentality, and they're all wishing each other, you know, to other people and behind each other's backs. And then when they say, "Oh wow, you love it, you're right, you're doing all right, you're doing all right," and then they turn the back, surprised she's still alive. You know what I mean? It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. But this is the kind of energy of this person and this network that they're involved in. Okay, the towers are starting to fall, not just for them but for the others around them. And then what I've got is it's a bit like domino effect, but I don't know why it's presenting in a spiral, but it's kind of slowly spiraling out. So it's almost like as the dominoes start to fall, it's going to take out those closest to them, and then it's going to keep going to slowly unwind and unfold this greater network. And I'm being drawn back to the legal issues. I think that these people, despite their threats, despite threatening you with legal action, defamation of character, I'm going to sue you bullshit, I think that they're going to be hit with legal issues. I think that they're being investigated, right? I think that this network is being investigated by the authorities. I can't tell you for why, but that's where I'm going, right? Because I don't know what's going off in this network. I've got suspicions. I think the whole lot's been investigated. I think they've been tipped off, and I think that I don't be surprised if you start seeing arrests with the people around you, right? And there's some high up people involved in this, possibly some celebrities as well, right? Looking you up, cyber stalking, studying you, getting info, cock blocking. They've been cock blocking your abundance. There's loads of them. It's too late now. Too late now. Masks are off. They've slipped. There is nothing more they can do for you. Just sit back, watch it unfold. Don't get involved. Don't get pulled into the drama. And you'll be perfectly fine. That jackpot's coming.